Welcome back to Sports on Tap's coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup Championship Tournament. It is game number 2 tonight on a Thursday night. The Barron Cup 2 White Division semifinal number 2. This is Tim Nichols, and I am alongside Sean Duffy. Glad to be here and glad to have you with us for more hockey on a Thursday night.
Absolutely, Tim. We are excited. We just had a great game between, I forget now.
Avon Lake. How can we forget?
How can we forget? Avon Lake and Kent Roosevelt. I got pizza on the brain, apparently.
Yep.
But it was a great game between them. Avon Lake was able to survive and advance at that point and was able to stave off a very good Kent Roosevelt game. Team that came into play and did a good job having that ready to go against the team that they played two times before.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, why? But if you are just joining us, we're glad you're here. It was Avon Lake scoring with 2 minutes and 1 second left in the third period to take a 1-goal lead and then potting an empty netter to survive Kent Roosevelt, who led most of the game. And it's Avon Lake who will play in the championship against either of these two teams. Tonight, the second game pits Elyria Catholic, the 2 seed in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League White Division, against Olmsted Falls playing in their home barn. Here, the barn of all barns, the John M. Coyne Rec Center here in Brooklyn, Ohio. The 2 versus 3 seed for a chance to advance to the Barron Cup 2 championship on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. These two teams have not played in a while, Tim. In fact, the last time they played was the last time we covered them. That game between Elyria Catholic and Olmsted Falls at North Park Rink.
All the way back on December the 3rd, these teams met twice in a week, and they have not seen each other in 2 months. So both those games went the way of the Elyria Catholic Panthers. Elyria Catholic defeated Olmsted Falls by a score of 3-0 back on the 23rd of November. And then about a week later, these two teams met again, and it was Elyria Catholic winning 7-2 in the game that we broadcast in North Park, as you mentioned. But it's been a long season, and Elyria Catholic got off the schneid. They were on a 5-game losing streak coming into the Barron Cup, but they defeated Stowe Monroe Falls 7-2 a couple nights ago, a game they kind of sleptwalked through for 2 periods.
Absolutely. That game went into the third period with Elyria Catholic holding a 3-2 lead and they were able to pepper in 5 goals in the third period. That was a fantastic. I think they scored 4 goals in the first 5 minutes of that period.
Better yet, they scored 5 goals in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. 4 of those in 2:44 right at the start of the period. It went from a 1-goal game to a running clock before the 10-minute mark of the third period against Stowe. You've got to expect that head coach B.J. Basinger wants his team to come out with that kind of effort right from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think the big thing for Elyria Catholic is they finally got back 2 of their big dogs from injury. Brady Basinger and Jaden Brown are both back and playing well together, and you see that showing up on the score sheet.
Absolutely. Basinger. Brady was out from the first game of the season, missed 17 games, came back right in mid-January, and finally put it all together with a hat trick in that game against Stowe the other night. He only has 7 goals in the season in limited playing time, 3 of those here in the Barron Cup. And that's coming off his Barron Cup exploits a year ago when he defeated CVCA in quadruple overtime with the game winner. So he's got quite a Barron Cup resume going. Young Brady Basinger, the coach's son, a sophomore. And you mentioned Jaden Brown, who'd been out also with an upper body injury, missing 17 games. Only 10 games played this season before the other night. Had 2 assists against Stowe as well. So those 2 guys are back. And they've got a lot of other firepower as well. Guys like Charlie Grimes, Josh Anastasiadis, and others. It should be a good game. But for Olmsted Falls, they're looking for the upset and to try and advance tonight to a Barron Cup championship here in their own barn. Yeah,
Olmsted Falls had a really good game against Kenston to get into this matchup and played again. When you beat the defending champion, it's something to hang your hat on.
They didn't just beat them; they pummeled them 5-1 in the quarterfinal round to advance here tonight. And I think that Olmsted Falls is going to go as far as their backstop, Michael Murphy, the junior, will take him, the junior goaltender.
Yeah, he's a goalie that has not a very high save percentage. Goals against advantage is a little high, but I think he's rounding in and playing his best hockey right now, which is exactly what you want from your goalie if you're the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs.
The Barron Cup is all about getting lucky and getting good goals at the right time, but also getting great goaltending, and a goaltender could take you far in this tournament. And Michael Murphy is going to be the one that will be relied upon to stand tall in the crease tonight for Olmsted Falls.
All right, well, we're going to step away, let the PA announcer announce the starting lineups, and we'll do the national anthem. You are watching and listening to our Sports on Tap coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup, presented by Brunswick Auto Mart. We will be right back after this break.
Let's be starting lineup. News to the Olmsted Falls below. You go up on that mark. Introducing the Elyria Panthers. In goal, number 1, Dominic Morris. On defense, number 93, Preston Hemlinger. On defense, number 65, Sean Howell. At center, number 35, Jaden Brown. At right wing, number 19, Luke Shebeck. And at left wing, number 36, Charlie Bragg. The rest of the Elyria Catholic Varsity Hockey Team. Panthers, coached by Mr. Referee for practices, Kevin Garvey, Mr. Aaron Brzezinski. This time, I ask everybody to please rise and remove all caps for playing our national anthem.
Back to Sports on Tap coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup. We're getting ready for Elyria Catholic and Olmsted Falls to decide who will go on to face Avon Lake in the championship of Barron Cup 2. Starting lineups tonight, Sean?
Presented by Mako Custom Printing. Make Mako part of your custom printing journey by visiting their website at mehco.com. That's Mako Custom Printing.
Forwards for Olmsted Falls, number 3, Peyton Kasberg, a junior. Gabe Schultz, who wear number 9, a sophomore, and Eli Tome, a junior, wearing number 25 on defense. Joey Eckenrode, a sophomore, wearing number 8, as well as Will Eisenhart, a senior defender, number 24, and in goal, Michael Murphy, number 1, a junior goaltender. For Elyria Catholic, the right winger, Luke Shebach, a 5'10 freshman. Left wing, Charlie Grimes, the leading scorer for this team, a senior forward. At center, Jaden Brown, we talked about him back from injury. He will start, a senior. On defense, Sean Howell, number 65, a sophomore. And on the other defense side, number 93, Preston Hemlinger, a junior. The goaltender for the Elyria Catholic Panthers is also number 1, a junior, Dominic Morris. The puck is dropped down. We're underway in Barron Cup 2, semifinal number 2.
Look for Elyria Catholic to be ultra aggressive here, coming off that explosion of goals in the third period of their last game.
And they control the puck for the moment. It's swept back into the zone by Hemlinger, but Olmsted Falls Falls will send it up, but not out, but not able to keep it in was Charlie Grimes, who will just dump it back in, and the chase is on. First to the puck is Joey Eckenrode. He sends it off the boards, and his teammate will build out with it. It's sent up and taken away from number 9, Gabe Schultz. Coming quickly the other direction, and onside are the Panthers. A shot, and it goes into the goal.
Whoa!
First shot of the day is in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Panthers.
Wow, great goal there as they were moving that puck into the zone, and a really good wrist shot just outside the far circle. Was able to get past Murphy there to get a 1-0 goal for the Panthers.
And it's Jaden Brown on the goal. He gets his 6th goal of the season. We mentioned he just came back from injury, and he puts the Panthers up 1-0 early. So we restart just 46 seconds into the contest. 1-0 Panthers.
Now Olmsted Falls trying to get a goal of their own quickly here in the mad minute, but again, Elyria Catholic's defense.
Here comes a breakaway chance. Brendan Cleary shoots, and it's misses the target.
Great opportunity for Cleary there,
Brown,
just wide of it.
Yep, Brown from Charlie Grimes, the official scoring 46 seconds into this one, and Elyria Catholic will play from in front, 1-0. Olmsted Falls cannot clear the zone. It's dumped back low. Cleary has his attempt at a shot deflected into the corner. Loose puck in the behind the net into the near side corner. Elyria Catholic with more pressure, shot and a save by Murphy. Up to the left point, kept in D to D. Sent down by Jojo Janskura, knocked down and sent out by the Bulldogs. That one is dumped into the zone. Changing behind the play are the Bulldogs, and Elyria Catholic will build out. Charlie Grimes has it. Grimes to his left, gains the zone, shoots, and a save by Murphy.
Well, the Panthers early on, I mean, obviously with a goal in the first 46 seconds, they are swarming the Olmsted Falls goal right now. And you seem a little bit, Olmsted Falls seems a little bit bound their heels, but with that, giving up that early goal and now the pressure that Elyria Catholic's putting on them early on.
It is a second straight year in a semifinal for Olmsted Falls. They got behind 5-0, if memory serves me correct, against Avon Lake last year. Came up with 3 goals late to make it close, but they're off to a slow start again in this semifinal round.
Yeah, and with the way that Elyria Catholic can score goals and score goals in bunches, you don't want to get off to a sluggish start against these guys.
That is truer words have never been spoken, as they say. Elyria Catholic on the puck. Preston Hemlinger circles, sends it out to neutral ice. Puck bounces around. Big hit right below us. Going down to the ice was Zachary Basinger, the freshman son of the head coach B.J. Basinger.
Ooh.
His brother Brady had the hat trick the other night.
Looking to get another one tonight, I think. He's very active in front of the goal there, in front of Murphy, trying to screen him off and doing a pretty good job of it.
Hemlinger at the defensive blue line, upended, a big hit, and he is down. No call, and Hemlinger is in some discomfort. He's going to crawl himself off the ice, and finally the whistle blows.
Yeah, that was a big hit in the middle of the ice there, and Hemlinger took the brunt of that. It looked like right on the front of the knee.
That was one of those dangerous low hits that was borderline. He makes his way to the bench, and we'll see if he comes back out. Certainly, he'll feel that one in the morning.
Absolutely.
11:40 to go, just underway, first period. Jaden Brown with the goal, 46 seconds in, has Elyria Catholic up 1-0, and they dump it in. Janskura sends it around the boards, far side. Cleary down low, digs it out, has it poked away, and it's loose in the near corner. Sent up, Janskura is on it, and a whistle, and I think we're going to have our first trip to the sin bin, and we will. A hook has been called.
Looks like this trip to the sin bin, as always, brought to you by Raymond Felton State Farm. Do you need insurance for home, auto, life insurance, possibly renter's insurance? Make sure you give our friend Raymond Felton State Farm a call at 234-284-2996 or visit him at rayfelton.com for all of your insurance needs.
Peyton Kasberg enters the penalty box with hands up to the heavens saying, "What did I do?" He's in 2 minutes for a hook. Can't believe it, but it'll be a power play opportunity for Elyria Catholic, already up 1-0, and a shot off the faceoff goes wide. Comes up to Hemlinger, who's back out on the ice. Good to see that. A shot from the circle. Misses the target, goes around the boards, up to the left point. Kept in by Josh Anastasiadis. Just for a moment, and Olmsted Falls clears. Elyria Catholic has to get back on side, and Olmsted Falls goes to clear it, but it's sent into the bench area by Eli Tome, and we'll have a restart with 11:02 to go here, first period. Tim Nichols along with Sean Duffy. Shout out to Ed Dick, who will be back tomorrow night. Good to be sitting in with you, Sean.
Absolutely. Great having you, Tim. Your hockey knowledge is unmeetable. That's a word.
I think I need a dictionary for that word, but I'm going to go with it. But thank you very much. Always great to be at the Barron Cup, and here comes Elyria Catholic into the offensive zone on the power play with 1:27 to go, up to the left point. Cross ice near side, Hemlinger. Hemlinger sends it down in. It's loose in front and swept to the far side corner. Power play continues. Puck up against the boards.
A tough time dislodging it there.
The scrum continues. Olmsted Falls happy to have time run off during the penalty kill. There's a shot and a save. Loose still. Sent back toward the slot and knocked up and out to center ice, where the Panthers will restart. Hemlinger will dump it in. The chase is on for it. Down low, Eisenhart after it. Can't clear. Hemlinger to his left in the left circle. Sets up. Cross ice pass. On the near side, Charlie Grimes has it. Grimes up to the point. He finds Anastasiadis. Say that 10 times fast.
We probably will here by the end of this period.
Anastasiadis has it again to the far side. Shot comes in, and it goes wide all the way around the boards and is cleared out to center ice. Anastasiadis there. Grimes comes in to swoop it away. Charlie Grimes, the leading scorer, into the zone. Leaves it for Anastasiadis. He gets bodied off the puck, but gets it right back. Battling on the near side boards, down to 9 seconds left in the penalty time, and the Bulldogs clear, and that will just about do it. Penalty time will expire, and the Panthers 0 for 1 on the power play as we continue with 9:23 to go here in the first period. 1-0. Elyria Catholic on top.
Good job by killing that penalty by Olmsted Falls. Now they need to get a little bit back on their edges here and start really building out to get towards the Elyria Catholic scoring zone here.
They have really not been in that zone at all tonight so far in the first 6 minutes.
Anytime they are in there, they're not in there for long.
Icing is waved off. Jojo Janskura had it. He outlets. And there's another penalty coming.
Oh, their trip to the sin bin just after that first one was there. As always, trips to the sin bin brought to you by Raymond Felton State Farm. Have you not set up your life insurance coverage outside of a temporary work benefit? Call 234-284-2996 or visit rayfelton.com for assistance from a licensed professional today. Raymond Felton State Farm Insurance. Ray Felton's got your back.
Carson Kasberg is in the box. 2 minutes for tripping for Olmsted Falls. And the power play begins with 8:50 to go here. Shot down low and shot score! A power play goal for Elyria Catholic as the Panthers go up 2-0 in the celebration in the corner. Kasberg heads back to the bench, and the hole is deeper for Olmsted Falls. The goal for Elyria Catholic.
Yeah, you can't give Elyria Catholic multiple opportunities with an advantage there in a power play. Obviously, Olmsted Falls killed the first penalty, but made a crucial mistake giving another penalty, and 8 seconds into that next penalty,
Jojo Janskura put it in the back of the net.
That's exactly what happened.
2-0. Dumped into the Bulldogs offensive zone. Hemlinger's there. He sends it to the far side. It comes loose in front. Shot just goes wide. A good chance right there, first of the night for Peyton Kasberg. From center ice, it's sent back into the zone by Will Eisenhart. Loose on the near side. We're listening to the announcement, and we gave that to Elyria Catholic's Jojo Janskura, but the official scoring gives it to Luke Sheback. So Sheback is in the score sheet as the goal scorer. He did not go through the line first, but it's Sheback with the goal to make it 2-0. The assist to number 4, Zachary Basinger, and number 40, Brendan Cleary. So Sheback, not Janskura, puts the Panthers up 2-0 as play continues just as we wind down toward the midway point. Behind the Bulldogs end line, they control their first sustained offensive effort. Centering pass in front is knocked down, and finally the Panthers clear. Charlie Grimes chases after that. After number 19, Sheback was bodied off the puck as he approached the blue line. It's now loose on the far side and cleared out to neutral ice. Here comes a chance. Owen Butterfield fans on the shot, and it's going to go wide. Eli Tome chases after it, but it's sent up and cleared out. Anastasiadis sends it back to Grimes, gets it back to Anastasiadis. He can't get it on the tape, and it goes over to Olmsted Falls. Bulldogs dump it in, but not cleanly. Butterfield has it taken away, and here comes the Panthers again into the offensive zone. It's dumped deep by Brendan Cleary. Cleary chases after it. He gets to it. Loose to the corner. Anastasiadis sends it back behind the net. It's taken away by the Bulldogs and sent around and cleared out, but jumped right back in from the blue line. But offsides are the Panthers, and they have to clear.
Should give an opportunity for Olmsted Falls to reset a little bit and maybe build out, but man,
they turn it over.
Yeah.
7. Edward Curl came at Anastasiadis and took the brunt of that. Bulldogs finally clear it out. We wind down to 6 minutes to go. First period, a period controlled by the Panthers.
Yeah, from start to finish right now.
They have the puck right now. It's sent up and cleared to the blue line and out. They'll start the rush when they turn it over. Here comes a chance. Loose in front and a butterfly shot. Loose again, still loose. And taken behind the net. Ooh. Dominic Morris trying to get a little fancy with that butterfly save. It didn't control the puck, and it just laid on the ice for it seemed like an eternity. Up to the point, shot down low, and this time a more conventional save by Morris, who makes the stop, hands over the puck, and we'll have an offensive zone faceoff for Olmsted Falls with 5:23 to go. Period number 1.
As you mentioned, Tim, this has been Elyria Catholic really just dominating, I guess you could call time of possession of the puck, but really just the flow of the game has really been dictated by Elyria Catholic for the majority of this first period.
That it has. That was the first sustained effort by the Bulldogs. They control the puck again. A centering attempt is knocked down, poked ahead, and collected by Jaden Brown. Brown had the first goal, can't clear the zone, and the Bulldogs going the other direction again. A centering attempt fanned on in the corner. That was Joey Eckenrode, who's battling, and he falls down. Chipped up, but not out, kept in at the right point. Center, or D to D, kept in on the near side and sent back down low by Eisenhart behind the net. Kasberg falls down, and it trickles to the far side. Here comes a breakaway attempt, and it was too hot for Zachary Basinger. He couldn't collect it. He was ahead of the field. Meanwhile, now it's loose in the corner, and the teams battle for it.
Every one of these battles along the boards, on whether it's the near side or the far side, Elyria Catholic is just getting the better of Olmsted Falls right now. Those are going their way, and they're able to keep it in the zone.
The battle continues along the boards. It's finally dug out. Hemlinger sent it in. It was knocked down in front, collected there by C.J. Malota. Malota can't clear the zone, though. Finally, the loose puck is funneled to the corner, but it's Elyria Catholic digging it out again. Centered in front, knocked down in the slot, but comes right back in, and a save on a shot from the right point by Murphy. Sent back down low and loose in front again. Poke checked out of harm's way by the goaltender and finally sent out and angled. And it has to be played by the goaltender, Morris, who actually fanned on it but had a teammate coming in, taken out of harm's way, and right back into the offensive zone it goes. Brady Basinger skates in.
Oh.
Centered in front, loose there, and swept up and out by the Bulldogs. Shrieks happening behind us in fear from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're holding their breath anytime there's a little bit of a motion towards the goalie right now, because the goalie just, Murphy's just having a,
time of his life back there. And not in the best way.
He's getting some work in over there.
He is. 3:08 to go. Puck is dumped in. Bulldogs change behind the play. It gives a moment for the Panthers to try and build out. And they do clear the zone, but it's dumped right back in. Hemlinger angles it to the far side. Here comes Elyria Catholic again, but it's taken away. 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Centering pass. Here comes a chance in front and a haul down.
Oh, we got a penalty, I think.
The Bulldogs will draw a penalty, as streaking in there was Charlie Martineau. And he was hauled down, and it draws a penalty. And for the first time tonight, the Bulldogs will go on the power play.
And as always, Trips to Sin Bin brought to you by Raymond Felton State Farm. Call 234-284-2996 or visit rayfelton.com for a free quote on your auto, home, or renter's insurance. Raymond Felton State Farm. Ray has your back.
Preston Hemlinger in the box, 2 minutes for tripping at 12:27, and the Bulldogs will have their first opportunity with the man advantage tonight. Face-off will happen to the left of Dominic Morris.
I think that was not a good penalty by Hemlinger, but a goal-saving penalty by Hemlinger, because Martineau had an opportunity to really put that towards put a good move on the goalie.
Now, interesting, they correct the penalty recipient, and they put number 65, Sean Howell, in the box, and Hemlinger skates to the bench. So it's Howell, not Hemlinger, who is in the box. And now the power play begins, but a breakaway chance here on the shorthanded bid. Skating in and not able to get a shot off was Jaden Brown, looking for his second. Could not get a shot off on the breakaway. On his stomach was Murphy, reaching for that puck, but his teammates dig it out.
Good job by Murphy stopping that initial breakaway.
Well, he didn't really have to do much. No. Brown just misplayed it. In front shot and missing the goal from point-blank range was Peyton Kasberg. Bulldogs continue to control at the point. A slow shot in. It trickles to the near side. Joey Eckenrode passes it behind the net to a teammate. Trying to set it up for the Bulldogs. Shot in front, loose, and swept to the near side. Kasberg again. His shot is knocked aside by Morris to the near side corner. Eckenrode is on it. In front. Trying to jam it in was Eisenhart, and it's cleared out.
Great work by Morris there on that entire exchange. They were peppering him with shots, and he was meeting the challenge there.
90.9% save percentage for Morris. He seemed pretty calm in the goal. Shot goes to his right. And Bulldogs power play continues with 33 seconds left. Eisenhart sends it down around the boards. It comes to the near side corner where Eckenrode has it again. He dumps it down low for Kasberg. Kasberg hands it off. Down to 21 seconds. Up to the right point. First touch for Owen Butterfield. His shot is knocked down and
up into the rafters, looked like.
Knocked up before it came down into the rafters, you're right. And 12 seconds remains on the power play for the Bulldogs. Just 46 seconds to go in a first period that till now has been dominated by Elyria Catholic.
Yeah, it really has, and this is a golden opportunity for Olmsted Falls to get to steal one here before the intermission.
They've got 10 seconds left in the power play. They win the faceoff. Gabe Schultz, his shot goes behind the net. 7 seconds left before Howell is released. Still the Bulldogs control behind the net. Shuffle to the near side. Centered up top. Back to even strength. The shot is knocked up and loose in front. Again, they try and jam it in. It's knocked to the near side. The clock down to 23 seconds to even strength. And a near breakaway again. This is going to be icing against the Bulldogs. So they're 0 for 1 on the power play. And with 16.9 seconds to go in the first period, it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Panthers.
That was a great penalty kill there for the Elyria Catholic Panthers, as they had probably the most shots on Dominic Morris's goal in that one sequence, and then Olmsted Falls had the entire period.
Absolutely. But here we go. Offensive zone face-off for the Panthers. It's dropped down into the corner it goes, and it's sent around to the far side corner. First to it was Edward Curl. Clock winding down, final 5 seconds. And it comes out of the zone, and that's going to do it for period number 1. Goals in that first period by Elyria Catholic, Jaden Brown with 46 seconds. And then number 19, Luke Shebach with the second one. We've got 15 minutes in the books, and the score is Elyria Catholic 2, Olmsted Falls nothing.
Going to go ahead and step away for a few minutes. We'll come back, reset you for the second period between the Elyria Catholic Panthers and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. You are listening to Sports on Tap, presentation of the 56th Annual Barron Cup Championships presented by Brunswick Auto Mart. We will be right back.
Sports on Tabs Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio is brought to you by Brunswick Auto Mart. You can visit them online at www.brunswickautomart.com or go visit them at 3031 Center Road in Brunswick.
There's nothing like a brand new car from Brunswick Auto Mart during the Start Something New sales event. Lease a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with heated side mirrors, parking sensors, backup cam, and industry-leading 10-year 100,000-mile warranty for just $359 a month. Brunswick Auto Mart, car buying made truly simple.
Raymond Felton State Farm is here to defend you from life's unexpected hits with coverage that fits your game plan. Get a free quote today at www.rayfelton.com or call 234-284-2996. Raymond Felton State Farm will help build the game plan that fits your needs.
Whether you're hosting a corporate event, wedding, conference, concert, or any other special gathering, our comprehensive range of services will exceed your expectations and elevate your event to new heights. RRT Productions. We shoot, we edit, you win. Visit our website at www.rrt-productions.com.
We've got the experience, the passion, and the beach to make your event a smash hit. Whether it's a romantic wedding, a lively sports venue, or a rocking high school dance, Troutland Entertainment has you covered. Contact them at 330-414-4261 or email them at troutlandent@gmail.com. That's troutlandent@gmail.com. Elevate your brand with Mako Custom Printing. Mako Custom Printing specializes in creating high-quality spiritware, corporate apparel, and promotional products that make your brand stand out. Whether you need custom printing, graphic design, or an online store for your school or business, we've got you covered. Make a statement with Mako Custom Printing. Visit us at mako.com to start your custom printing journey today. That's MEHCO.com.
Welcome back to the coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup. Tim Nichols and Sean Duffy with you for the second of two Barron Cup 2 White Division semifinals tonight. The score, the first intermission, the Elyria Catholic Panthers 2 and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs 0.
As always, we are proudly presented by Brunswick Auto Mart, coverage of our 56th Annual Barron Cup coverage by Sports on Tap here. Also want to shout out Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine Center, the official sports medicine trainers of the Barron Cup. Tim, we had ourselves a pretty good first period if you're an Elyria Catholic Panthers fan.
You are. They got on the board early, and the first minute of play, Jaden Brown got the Panthers on the board just 46 seconds into the contest. And they did not stop there. They got a power play goal about 6 minutes later, and the official scoring gave that goal to Luke Shebach. We went back and looked at the replay during the intermission because we were shocked that Shebach was the goal scorer. It turns out he wasn't even on the ice. We were right when we called it Jojo Janskura with the goal, no doubt about it, on the replay.
Absolutely, and congratulations to him on that. That was a great goal. I mean, he really dug that goal out and got it for Elyria Catholic. Now we got to see how Olmsted Falls responds to this, because I got to believe Elyria Catholic's just going to keep the hammer down here in the second period and really just continue to push the puck into that zone and control that pace of play. It's going to now be, can Olmsted Falls make the adjustment and what they do to counter that and hopefully get a goal here, because you can't let Elyria Catholic start building upon this lead. Otherwise, you will not be able to dig yourself out.
And as you look down the Olmsted Falls roster and say, who's it going to be? You know, who are the goal scorers for Olmsted Falls? Owen Butterfield, 13 goals in the season. Peyton Kasberg, 11. Gabe Schultz, 14. And beyond that, it's slim pickings. In the game the other day, Olmsted Falls got goals from Grant Fisher, C.J. Malota, and Charlie Martineau, who have 6, 4, and 3 goals respectively on the season. And I think for the Bulldogs to get back in this, they're going to have to play like dirty Bulldogs and find some dirty goals, as it were, from guys who you might not expect to be leading the scorebook. And getting their names in the scorebook, just like they did the other night. And it's going to take that kind of an effort from everybody pulling forward for the Bulldogs to get back in this.
I absolutely agree with you, Tim. I think it's going to be one of those situations where they're going to try and get whatever they can out of every opportunity. And when you list out the amount of goals and who's getting them, and the fact that they're spread out so far in that team, that tells me one thing, that there's not really a driving force, so to speak, that everyone relies on, which can be good and bad. The problem is that if you have a team where it kind of comes from everywhere, you don't know it's hard to plan as your coach, because you want to go with the hot hand, but the hot hand may be sitting on the bench at that point. You don't know.
Well, they just need to play as a team effort. Get that first one, and get some doubt in the minds of the Panthers, and then go from there. So you always say it. I think I said it a couple of years back, that 2-0 lead. It's the most dangerous lead in all of hockey. That's where we sit right now, and who's going to get the next one? That next goal is key. Panthers have had the better of it through 15 minutes, but momentum can swing pretty quickly. We'll see what happens as we start period number 2 here from the John M. Coyne Rec Center. We're at the barn of all barns, as we like to call it. 56th Annual Barron Cup. Panthers will go right to left in this second period, wearing their home whites. The Elyria Catholic green bottoms, white helmets, green stripe. Bulldogs in their home rink wearing the road jerseys, as it were, the lower seeded team, the navy blue with yellow. It's a long change period. The teams, the opposite benches, and we're underway quickly here in period number 2. Comes a chance, a shot, and it goes wide.
And already Elyria Catholic looking to do what they did in the first period, get a quick goal. Not as quick as last time, but
there's another one in front and swept away from a charging Brady Basinger, who saw that puck available in the slot. And it was knocked away just in the nick of time by Michael Murphy.
Yeah, lackadaisical goal play there, I think, by Michael Murphy. He might want to just freeze that, or
he makes a save right there. Shot in by Brendan Cleary. And finally, for the first time in this period, after 40 seconds in the zone, the Bulldogs able to clear it. It's sent right back in, but a delayed offsides. And they cannot get a good shot, good pass out of the zone. They turn it right over. It's loose in the corner again, centered in front and knocked down by one of the Bulldogs. Cross ice pass too far for number 9 from Olmsted Falls. That's Gabe Schultz. Icing is the call. 58 seconds into this second period. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Panthers.
Yeah, Elyria Catholic comes out, again, as we mentioned, just as they were in the first period, suffocating, pressure, forcing mistakes by Murphy and that defense, and really setting up shop in that Olmsted Falls zone.
Olmsted Falls wins that faceoff but cannot clear the zone. It's dumped right back down. Charlie Grimes has it. He tries the center. It's knocked away. In the corner, Bulldogs control. They sweep it around to the backside, but it knocks up against the goal, and so they have a chance to clear out. Owen Butterfield does. Cross-ice pass, and he finds a teammate in Eli Tome. Knocked away from him into the corner on the near side, and two Panthers converge. Sent up to the point. Here comes a shot in, and a save by Dominic Morris. It was sent in by Edward Curl. Curl dumps it back down low again, but puck trickles to the far side, and it's brought in by the Bulldogs. Dalton Stump, first time calling his name out tonight. Here comes a shot off the iron and in. There is that next goal, and it's scored by Owen Butterfield.
Wow, great shot by Butterfield there. He caught the rebound and was able to put it right over the shoulder of Dominic Morris there.
Bar down from the top crossbar into the back of the net, and 1 minute and 49 seconds into the second period, the Bulldogs draw within 2-1.
All right, so now like you mentioned, Tim, Olmsted Falls saw it go in the net. So now is that the beginning of a onslaught here? Again, we're in the mad minute now, between where we could see another goal being scored. We've seen it almost every game of these Barron Cup games so far.
Here comes the chance again. Shot, and it's up in the. They gave the goal to number 17, Dalton Stump, and I'm going to say that the referees are maybe a little bit.
That was Butterfield for sure.
It 100% was. That's 2 out of 3 they've missed. We're going to give it to number 2, Owen Butterfield, as play continues.
Big hit along the board there.
Here comes a shot and bouncing, a rebound on the backside. The Bulldogs can't deposit it in the back of the net, but the pressure much stronger here the first 2.5 minutes. It's flipped up. They're looking for Basinger on the breakout, but they can't get it to him, and it's dumped back in. Morris leaves it for his teammate behind the goal. Sent up but not out. A lackadaisical pass, and Butterfield has it again. Sharp angled shot.
Goes up into the net, looks like.
The netting, not the
netting. Netting,
yeah.
Yes.
Don't want to confuse anyone. 12:08 to go, and it's 2-1. So as we say, game on.
Absolutely, and you can see some life now in the legs of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Elyria Catholic needs to bear down a little bit here and reestablish what they've been doing for the first period.
14th goal of the season for Owen Butterfield. Knocked down at center ice by Reed Carlson. He dumps it in for the Bulldogs. Behind the net, a big collision there. Dishing out the punishment was Landon Bean for Elyria Catholic. And here comes Charlie Grimes with speed. He gains the zone and leaves it for a teammate. Shot from the right point. Deflected in front. Loose behind the net and cleared out of harm's way by Edward Curl. Angled off the boards. Touched into the zone by Martineau. Far side. Dumped back down low. Gabe Schultz did it. But it goes to the Panthers and they clear the zone, but it's too far for Charlie Grimes, and this will be icing against Elyria Catholic.
Now that we have a 2-1 game here, Tim, I really do think Olmsted Falls has an opportunity to seize the advantage a little bit. If they can possibly sneak one past Morris here off this faceoff, I'd like to see them be a little bit more aggressive and to be a little bit more active in front of him. He's had pretty much open windows every chance that they had, with the exception of that one goal.
We'll see what plays out here. Taking the draw for the Bulldogs is Grant Fisher. Fisher wins it back, and a quick shot goes wide. Exactly how they drew it up. Peyton Kasberg, though, just didn't hit the net. Sent out to center ice, but dumped right back in by the Bulldogs' Gabe Schultz. Sent to the far side corner, but waiting there is Eli Tome. Tome sends it down low. It gets knocked down in front. Kasberg picks it up, but cannot control it. He's in a puck battle, and it's dug out and won by the Panthers, who start up the ice. Here comes Basinger. Basinger shoots and he scores!
Wow, great shot there. A good give and go just into the zone, and Brady Basinger made them pay with a beautiful goal right past Murphy.
4th goal of the tournament for Brady Basinger, who had a hat trick the other night. His 8th goal in the season, and boy, have they have to be thrilled to have Brady Basinger back in uniform, Elyria Catholic star sophomore. Time of the Basinger goal, 4 minutes and 11 seconds, and it's back to a 2-goal lead for the Panthers. Basinger from Brendan Cleary, and the referees do get that right this time. And so it's 3-1.
They're bound to get it right eventually. You hope.
Hey, sometimes we don't get it all right.
That's true. That's
many
very
times.
True. That's
so
very true.
let's give them some slack.
There we go.
Offensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs, now back trailing by 2. Shot on goal and a save by Morris. Swept up and out. The chase is on. Will it get over the end line? It does, and icing is the call against Elyria Catholic with 10:25 to go. Winner of this game gets Avon Lake. The Shoremen came from behind against a really stout and game Kent Roosevelt team. Roosevelt, who led 1-0 after 2 periods of play, saw the Avon Lake Shoremen get 2 goals early in that second period and go up 2-1. You thought it was over, but they still fought back and tied it. And it wasn't until 2 minutes and 1 second to go in the contest when Nate LaProvost got his 2nd goal of the game, playing with a bum shoulder, and put things away. An empty netter was the final score of the contest, and it made it 4-2 as the Shoremen advanced. Here, Elyria Catholic's Charlie Grimes skating in, goes around the goal as he's angled off the goal crease by the Bulldogs. It comes up to the point. From the right side, Jojo Janskura, his shot is knocked down. He's already got a goal. Loose at the circle, shot, and it's knocked away. We'll call it a save by the goaltender Murphy. Out to center ice and all the way down the ice. Icing against the Bulldogs. 9:32 to go, second period.
Well, we've already seen in this second period, Olmsted Falls really step up the intensity on the offensive side. They're doing more and more. They're trying to establish that intensity in front of the goal. They did a good job. They got a goal They got a goal in this game. What they got to do on defense, they really got to start bodying up these skaters. The Elyria Catholic is getting really a lot of penetration into that zone, and it's setting up really decent shots that are eventually going to get past the goalie.
Kasberg enters the zone for the Bulldogs. His shot attempt is knocked wide. Loose puck in the corner, collected there by Anastasiadis. And we've got a player down in front, and the puck's stopped and covered by the goaltender, Morris.
Yeah, Morris was on top of that puck for a long time before the whistle blew. I don't know what the issue was, but
you had Peyton Kasberg also down, being introduced to the ice surface by one of the Panthers.
Well, we did have an ice issue yesterday, so maybe they were just making sure everything's okay.
Kasberg's fine. He'll take the face off to the right of Morris. It's dropped down and just sits there for what seems like a New York minute. Finally cleared out of the zone, but sent right back in by Eckenrode for the Bulldogs. Loose puck behind the net. Anastasiadis sends it to the near side wall. Finally collected by a teammate and cleared out, but not for long. Right back into the zone. But the Bulldogs cannot skate through three different players. It was number 9, Gabe Schultz, who tried to do that. That's not going to work 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100. Icing the call against Olmsted Falls, and they'll retrieve the puck and bring it all the way down the ice for an offensive zone faceoff for Elyria Catholic.
Yeah, that was a big hit along the bench of Olmsted Falls. I didn't quite see who was. I think it was Grimes or maybe Jansura got caught up there. And it was an opportunity, I think, because I believe it was Butterfield was able to peel off, but they iced the puck before anyone saw him.
The Bulldogs in their navy and gold. That gold kind of looks like a school bus, but
yeah.
Hemlinger takes that puck out of harm's way, and quickly they reverse course, and the Panthers in the offensive zone. It's sent down low by Grimes behind the net, centered in front.
Ooh.
Brown was there. And the Bulldogs live for another rush. Hemlinger on the puck. Angles it behind the goal to the near side. Sent quite up, and just like that, the Panthers build out. Elyria Catholic has built a heck of a team. We haven't mentioned Andrew Post one time, but this is a team that saw a 200-goal scorer in his career graduate a year ago, and they might be better this season than they have been during the 4 years that Post was on the team. They've just built a great program at Elyria Catholic with head coach B.J. Basinger in his 5th season behind the bench. Brown dishes in front. Another good chance right there by Charlie Grimes. Can't finish. And here comes the Bulldogs, 2-on-1 if they hurry. But being pushed to the right side, centering pass behind Gabe Schultz. And just like that again, end-to-end action. Here's Grimes. Grimes winds up, and it's knocked to the far side corner, rather the near side corner. A good defensive play right there by Joey Eckenrode. Dump back down low. Grimes it'll come to him again. He just sends it back the other direction. Anastasiadis is over there for Elyria Catholic. That puck bounces out to center ice, and Panthers are on it. Go ahead. Offside. Yep. A Bronx cheer from the Bulldogs faithful.
Yeah, they don't like it, but it's the right call.
I don't know. I've got New York Minute and Bronx cheer in the mind. What is that saying about me here?
I don't know. I think you need to make a trip to the Big Apple.
They drop the puck down. Once again, it's the Panthers. Landon Bean sends it around, and quickly they clear up. And with speed, Basinger's into the zone. He's onside, sends it toward the goal. Falls down. It's loose in the corner. He gets it back, skating toward the net. Backhands it, saved by the goaltender Murphy, and he covers up. 6:22 to go, second period.
That's a great save by Murphy there. He was able to jump on top of that puck because he saw 3 or 4 Elyria Catholic Panthers just circling him, waiting for that puck to rebound out.
So they'll drop it to his left.
Smart goal work over there.
That is it, absolutely. Panthers win it again, and we've got a tussle going on here at the faceoff dot. Both players get up. Play continues on the near side wall. Loose in the circle. Behind the net, center in front. Basinger can't get his stick down on it. He had a golden opportunity there, and it's going to be iced by the Bulldogs unless it has to be played and covered by Murphy. Check that by Morris.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a scuffle right off of that faceoff.
Yeah, they're probably wondering what their dinner plans or weekend plans were. You know,
hey man, you going to Chick-fil-A? You going to Chipotle? What's the deal? What's happening here?
Are you a Chick-fil-A team? Are you a Chipotle team? Or are you the other team?
I don't know. That's a tough question.
We'll have to ask that in the post game. 5:56 to go, and the Bulldogs win the faceoff. But the Panthers cleared out to center ice once again. It's feathered ahead. Charlie Grimes chases after it on the right wing. Grimes collects it. Centers in front. It gets all the way to the goal.
Ooh.
And it was almost as if Murphy was not expecting that there. It didn't have a lot of juice on it, but it got to the goal and almost fooled him.
It got to him, bounced out, and got to him again without really being touched, which is interesting.
Throw the puck at the net. Good things sometimes happen. 5:41 to go as we restart here from the right face-off dot. And the Bulldogs have to get one off the ice. It's Eckenrode who gets to the bench. Puck is dropped down. Up to the right point.
Ooh.
That shot is blocked. And the battle is on. 2-on-1. Penalty coming. And it's touched up by the goaltender Morris, and a power play coming up for the Bulldogs to see if they can get back in this thing.
Oh boy, this trip to the Sim Bin, as always, brought to you by Raymond Felton State Farm Insurance. Do you need insurance for home, auto, or renters? Give him a call at 234-284-2996 or visit his website, rayfelton.com. Raymond Felton State Farm Insurance, your #1 source for insurance needs.
Preston Hemlinger in the box for slashing. And the second power play of the night for Olmsted Falls starts with 5:28 to go here in the second period. Bulldogs have the puck on the man advantage. Cross ice to the near side corner. Owen Butterfield has it. Butterfield Cross ice, backdoor chance, and a save by Morris.
Great save there by Morris.
Centering again, cross ice, up and out of the zone. They were looking for Butterfield. It came up behind it, and so the Bulldogs will have to reset with $1:36 to go on the penalty time. 5 minutes to go, second period. That pass does not connect. It's loose in the zone, and a quick clearance by the Panthers, and they're going to get to it first. Basinger behind the net. Brady Basinger with it. He'll just cycle it back down low with 1:17 to go in the penalty time. The Bulldogs will try and matriculate up the ice. And they begin the rush. The minute 7. Dumped down low, and chasing after it is Curl. Curl doesn't get there. It's off the boards. It trickles to the left point and collected there and sent down low, loose in front, and a shot goes just wide into the corner. Power play continues up to the right point. Schultz has it. Schultz surveys. D-to-D, cross side. Sent down low into the slot. Skating in on it was Eisenhart, but he can't collect it, and it's going to be cleared out to center ice where it's collected there by Schultz. Schultz regains the zone with 34 seconds to go, but has it poke-checked away right out to center ice. It goes once again where Curl has it. He gets it back. Curl's going to dump it in, and they'll chase it with 25 seconds to go in the power play. 3-1. Elyria Catholic leading, and they clear it down the ice. 3:45 to go here in period number 2. Time for one more rush for the Bulldogs on this power play, but they do not connect on the pass, and the Panthers will clear it down once again. Final 5 seconds of penalty time in the offensive zone, and another trip, no call. Unhappy fans behind us on the Bulldogs side as the penalty time expires. There's a weak shot in, it's saved and pushed to the far side corner by Morris. Still 3-1. Back to even strength as that puck is shot down and wide of Morris's goal on his right. Loose on the near side corner now. 3:05 to go. Sent back around the far side up to the left point. Kept in, and shot is blocked and sent out to center ice. And here come the Panthers on a counter. Luke Shebach had it for a moment. Now he's got a back check and succeeds. Hemlinger out of the box and back on the ice.
Oh,
kept in. Go ahead.
Olmsted Falls caught him, I think, in a change there.
Charlie Martineau was right there at the blue line, winning a chance in the offensive zone for his team, but they can't keep it in. They dump it back in with 2.5 to go, trailing 3-1. It was 2-0 at the end of the first. It's still a 2-goal difference. Here comes a 3-on-1. Sent ahead, but they cannot connect. Oh, he's right.
They had two opportunities and both missed.
Grimes, 3-on-2. Grimes enters the zone. Grimes to his left, shoots, and a save off the stick and into the glove of the junior goaltender Michael Murphy. 2:03 to go.
You get a sense from the Elyria Catholic team that they were really, that penalty kill kind of really fueled their fire here right now, because they are starting to pick it up a little bit more, whereas it seemed to me, at least towards the end of that power play, that some of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs seemed a little bit slow on the get-go, on the intake there.
Well, they've been expanding a lot of energy to try and get back in this thing. Final 2 minutes down to minute 52. Here comes Eli Tome. Crosses into the zone, stops, surveys, has it poke-checked away. Here comes a chance, breakaway chance for Brendan Cleary. He'll shoot and goes wide, misses the goal.
Second opportunity that Elyria Catholic had one-on-one with the goalie, couldn't get it past.
And we got some bumping and physical challenges on the far side. That's playoff tournament hockey is what that is.
Absolutely.
Here comes Cleary again. Cleary gets a shot off, and a save has to be made by Murphy. Cleary centering pass is knocked down. Minute 12. End-to-end action we've got going right here into the offensive zone. Poke checked away from Owen Butterfield, and the Panthers can't clear. They turn it over. Shot is knocked down. A good play right there by Sean Howell, who gets a shift.
Howell sold out there to stop that puck, because I think Morris was a little bit out of position. I think the net was open there for a shot.
Here comes Grimes. Grimes 2-on-3, leaves it. Anastasiadis, cross ice attempt is knocked down by Butterfield. Anastasiadis gets it back and sends it to Grimes low. Grimes centering pass goes off the side of the net. 35 seconds left up to the point. Actually, it wasn't. It was Landon Bean couldn't keep it in. He'll retreat. The linesman ducks as that puck goes off the glass. And there's a shot on his derriere from 35 Brown, and a save by Murphy. Shout out to our viewing audience from north of the border in Quebec. Use a little French there. Derriere.
Aw.
Clock winds down, and that's going to do it on the second period. A pair of goals for each team, but we've played 30 minutes, and the score at the end of 2, Elyria Catholic 3 and Olmsted Falls 1.
And we'll go ahead and take a step back, and we'll come back and set the stage for the third and final period. You're listening and watching Sports on Tap coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup Tournament, brought to you by Brunswick Auto Mart. We will see you on the other side of the break.
Sports on Tabs Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio is brought to you by Brunswick Auto Mart. You can visit them online at www.brunswickautomart.com or go visit them at 3031 Center Road in Brunswick.
There's nothing like a brand new car from Brunswick Auto Mart during the Start Something New sales event. Lease a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with heated side mirrors, parking sensors, backup cam, and industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty for just $359 a month. Brunswick Auto Mart, car buying made truly simple.
Raymond Felton State Farm is here to defend you from life's unexpected hits with coverage that fits your game plan. Get a free quote today at www.rayfelton.com or call 234-284-2996. Raymond Felton State Farm will help build the game plan that fits your needs.
Whether you're hosting a corporate event, wedding, conference, concert, or any other special gathering, our comprehensive range of services will exceed your expectations and elevate your event to new heights. RRT Productions. We shoot, we edit, you win. Visit our website at www.rrt-productions.com.
We've got the experience, the passion, and the beach to make your event a smash hit. Whether it's a romantic wedding, a lively sports venue, or a rocking high school dance, Troutland Entertainment has you covered. Contact them at 330-414-4261 or email them at troutlandent@gmail.com. That's troutlandent@gmail.com. Elevate your brand with Mako Custom Printing. Mako Custom Printing specializes in creating high-quality spiritware, corporate apparel, and promotional products that make your brand stand out. Whether you need custom printing, graphic design, or an online store for your school or business, we've got you covered. Make a statement with Mako Custom Printing. Visit us at mako.com to start your custom printing journey today. That's MEHCO.com.
Welcome back to Sports on Tap's coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup Hockey Championships for high school here in Northeast Ohio. Tim Nichols along with Sean Duffy.
Hello.
We are at the tail end of the second intermission of the final Barron Cup 2 semifinal game of the evening. Elyria Catholic leading Olmsted Falls 3-1.
And as always, our coverage of the 56th Annual Barron Cup is brought to you by Brunswick Automart. Make sure you visit their website, brunswickautomart.com, to check out their massive inventory of used and new automobiles. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Mako Custom Printing for their sponsorship of our starting lineups, as well as the Raymondfeld State Farm Insurance, always our sponsor for the trips to the Sin Bin, Troutland Entertainment, and RRT Productions.
So we're winding down to the start of the third period here from the barn of all barns, the John M. Coyne Rec Center. Elyria Catholic has had the better of it. Second period goals scored by Olmsted Falls number 2, Owen Butterfield. He got them within 2-1, but then Brady Basinger answered with his 4th goal of the tournament to extend that lead back to 2 goals, 3-1. Panthers leading, and that's where we stand, heading into a pivotal final period for both these teams. Elyria Catholic looking to make their first appearance in a championship here in Barron Cup competition. They played hockey for a long time at Elyria Catholic. Head coach B.J. Basinger, a 2001 graduate of Elyria Catholic, and was a center on that hockey team way back when. They're looking to get to the top of the mountain, a place where they've never been before. Elyria Catholic, they're 15 minutes away.
Absolutely. They're 15 minutes away, and they just got to keep playing the way they've been playing. They gave up that one goal. Again, it was kind of a goal in which Morris was screened a little bit, a lot of interference in front, not a lot of traffic in front of him. He wasn't able to see that rebound goal, but they responded. They were able to put another goal on. They need to keep playing the way they've been playing pretty much these past 2 periods, with the exception of that one goal. Flip side, Olmsted Falls needs to play a lot more like they did in that second period. They need to be more aggressive, and they need to really put pressure on this Elyria Catholic defense to make a mistake and make them pay for it.
That they do. All right, shout out to our fans that are watching online, fans that are commenting in the comments, and we thank you for that. And we want to acknowledge that we've been calling Edward Curl all night, and my old deficient eyes do not see that was an I and not an L at the end of his name. It's Edward Curry, so apologies to the Curry family. We'll get it right for the third period, and thank you for that feedback. All right, here we go. Clock winding down, and 15 minutes between one of these teams and a ticket to match up with Avon Lake in the Barron Cup 2 championship that'll be competed and decided upon on Saturday here on Sports on Tap. Ed Dick will be back with you, Sean, and you guys have had a great week of hockey. It's been great to sit in with you tonight. It's been fantastic. We've enjoyed it. We always say it's our favorite week of the year when we get to cover the Barron Cup. We covered it pretty much wire to wire, which I love. Tomorrow night is the Red Barron Cup 1 semifinals. And then Championship Saturday, we'll have the Barron Cup 3 at 1 o'clock, Barron Cup 2 at 3, and then Barron Cup 1 will cap off the day starting at around 5 o'clock. So if you can't make it on those, make sure you're liking and subscribing our SOT YouTube page, because we will bring you all the action that is fit to play. And the action that's fit to play right now is right in front of us. The puck is dropped down, and it's the Bulldogs who win that opening faceoff in the third period, but the puck is knocked right back out. They'll dump it in. So we're just underway in period number 3. Panthers 3, Bulldogs 1. And the puck is swept around to the near side. Bulldogs are on it. Eisenhart skates back, sends it around the boards, but over on that far side, Panthers are there. Eisenhart gets it back in the corner, sweeps it up to the left point, and unable to keep it in is Landon Bean at the blue line. Sent across ice into the zone, and it's just waiting there and poked ahead. Here comes the chance. Backhanded shot just goes wide, and it looked like Morris got a piece of it. He sure did, right on the outside of his pad. A little lackadaisical on the defensive effort right there, and it almost cost the Panthers. Eisenhart sends it into the corner. Bodies tumbling, and out
Sticks
of
everywhere.
Out of the chaos comes Elyria Catholic from the left wing point. Anastasiadis sends it down low. It trickles into the far side corner. I tell you what, Brandon Cleary has had 2 or 3 decent looks at the goal this game.
you know he's just wanting to put one past it into the pipes here.
Absolutely. Here he goes after it again. It's poked away from him. Anastasiadis has it in the corner with some space to survey. Sends it deeper and gets it right back up to the point. Hemlinger sends it down low. It's a save off the pads by Murphy. And it's cleared out. Hemlinger defends or retreats and gets the puck in his own defensive zone. D to D and gets it right back. Sends it up to center ice, but it's intercepted and sent back down. Charlie Grimes. Grimes winds up into the neutral zone. He's going to get it into the offensive zone. Has it poke checked away there.
Great defense there by Olmsted Falls.
Here comes a shot that goes wide. Sending it in was C.J. Malota. He got dumped on his backside. Derriere, exactly.
Avec Degonois.
No icing here into the corner. Zachary Basinger, the freshman. Younger of the two Basinger boys. Puck is sent toward the net off the side. Looks like Grimes tried to center it.
Ooh.
That one comes in and a save by Murphy. Again, loose in the corner. Sent up and out. Ranging back on it for Elyria Catholic is Sean Howell. Howell sends it ahead, but it's intercepted. Still loose in the zone and swept away. It's Eisenhart. Check that, Eli Tome. That should be easy. Tome. He goes by Tome. It's spelled like Tomey, and he wears 25.
There you go.
There's a Cleveland connection right there. Loose puck in the circle. Centering pass. Backhanded toward the goal, and a save by Morris. Bulldogs working hard trying to find that second goal of the night and gain a little bit closer. But here come the Panthers. Anastasiadis into the zone. He leaves it to the left point. Shot. It goes wide, and it bounces all the way back around to the right point. Keeping it in there and skating in on it was JoJo Janskura. Sent it around the board to the far side. Into the corner. It trickles. A little time. Not much, though, as the Bulldogs do clear it out to center ice. Sent ahead into the offensive zone. A centering pass. And unable to get a stick on it was the Bulldogs. And that was Tome, who couldn't get to it.
Up into the netting there. It's going to stop us here.
10:48 to go.
Elyria Catholic doing a real good job right now of being aggressive, but not overly aggressive and putting themselves out of positions.
Absolutely. Once again, these two teams have met twice this year, but not since December 3rd. 7-2 and 3-0 were the two scores. Here it's 3-1. Another shot in and sticked up into the netting by Murphy.
Yep. Right now, Olmsted Falls is having a real tough time possessing the puck for any measurable amount of time. It's kind of a one-and-done situation for the Bulldogs. They need to create a little bit of pressure on the
Grimes, shot, save.
Oh!
Second shot is deflected to the near side boards. Janskura tries to keep it in, but it's sent out. Grimes chips it ahead. Collected there by the Bulldogs, Butterfield. He sends it ahead. He's looking for Eckenrode, but it's knocked back down into the corner. Grimes centers it, but there was a Bulldog there to sweep it away. Olmsted Falls sends it out, but it's going to be icing against the Bulldogs. 10:04 to go.
Well, we're 5 minutes into the third period, and it's pretty much been the same that we saw in the second period. A little bit more aggressive on Olmsted Falls, but again, not really controlled. It's more so kind of chaos, hoping the puck kind of finds its way, whereas Elyria Catholic seems to be very delaying back, but still being aggressive and pushing the puck.
It's kind of been the way all night.
Yeah.
Really, the only strong and sustained possession has been on the power play for Olmsted Falls. And so perhaps their best opportunity to get back in this one is to try and find 5-on-4 opportunities at some point. But meanwhile, it's Brady Basinger who's going to send another shot wide. The pressure continues for Elyria Catholic. They lose the zone, though. Anastasiadis couldn't keep it in until he'll retreat and just sends it back to his defense. But quickly it's sent up and turned over. but not for long. The defense just ready and able to stop almost every rush for the Bulldogs. Defensive zone turnover here, though, centered in front but knocked down. Peyton Kasberg had it. He tried to feather it through a couple of different players. It's sent around to the far side by Reed Carlson. Check that. Yeah, Reed Carlson. A shift for him. Haven't called his name out all night. Kasberg tries to center again. It goes behind the goal. Tome leaves it to the top. There, Curry, not Curl, had it and sent it down low. But it's cleared out to center ice, and that's tipped. There will be no icing here. And having to range back on it is Carlson. Carlson, a freshman, hasn't had many shifts at all in this Barron Cup. Here comes a chance, and it goes high and wide by Basinger. Misplayed on the far side by Sean Howell. Here comes a chance. A shot from deep behind the top of the circle, and a save by the goaltender, Morris. Down to 8.5 minutes to go. Elyria Catholic with a 3-1 lead, looking to get and book their ticket to their first Barron Cup championship opportunity. Here's a turnover, but unable to keep it on his stick was number 18 for the Bulldogs, Malota.
And again, having Hemlinger and Grimes back helped that situation.
Here comes a chance, shot, and a save, rebound. Nobody there but a pride of Panthers, a whole bunch of Panthers. And so no second chance opportunity. Pack, thank you very much.
A pack of Panthers. No, maybe not.
A whole bunch of them, no matter what we're trying to say here.
A multitude.
Here comes a loose puck, and it comes out to center ice. Eckenrode just chips it in. Knocked down and kept in. Martineau sends it around the board to the far side. Tome was waiting there, but he couldn't catch up to it. Charlie Grimes gets a touch. He sends it ahead to center ice. And at this point, the Panthers just happy to pack it in.
Yeah.
Play defense with a 2-goal lead. Here comes a breakaway opportunity. Shot and a score! Zachary Basinger puts Elyria Catholic up 4-1.
He was in the right place, the right time, Tim. Outlet pass caught him, and he was all alone. It was one-on-one with the goalie, and he made him pay.
Basinger with the goal at 7 minutes, 59 seconds of the third period, and it's a 3-goal lead. The 8th goal of the season for the freshman, son of head coach B.J. Basinger, and Elyria Catholic can smell it now.
Both the Basinger boys got a goal tonight. Coach's got to be happy with that.
Had a chance to talk with Mom Basinger the other day, catching up a little bit about her sons. Here comes another chance right from point-blank range and a save.
Good job by Murphy there.
We were paused trying to hear the assist being announced and the official scoring. Zachary Basinger on the goal. The assist to JoJo Janskura at 7:59, 4-1. The hill steep now for Olmsted Falls. And if you are Elyria Catholic, you're just looking at that clock saying, run, baby, run, and run out.
But they are not stopping the pressure here. They're still putting puck on the goalie here, making Murphy work.
It's how they know how to play. It's the only way they know how to play.
And it's paid off for them this season for sure.
Absolutely. This team had a 5-game losing streak coming into the Barron Cup. All those games lost by a single goal. They have put it together in these first 2 games.
Really, the last 3 periods, starting from that third period against
that's right,
Stowe, because
correct.
It was a close game going into that third period. I believe they had just a 1-goal advantage. It was 3-2, and then they just extended their lead and peppered and just scored in bunches to put that away. We had, like you said, you had a running clock before the 10-minute mark.
But you look at the teams that they lined up to play to get to the Barron Cup and get Barron Cup ready. Those losses, Amherst Steel, number 1 in the red, 1 goal.
Yeah.
Check that, 4-2. Avon Lake, a 3-2 loss. Medina, 3-2, as they pressure again. Charlie Grimes centers. Roosevelt, 3-2. And then Hudson from the red, 2-1. They weren't playing slouches.
No.
And so this team was ready and they are going to be ready for Avon Lake in 48 hours with a chance to win the first Barron Cup championship in school history.
And to avenge that loss that you mentioned.
Yeah, they lost twice to Avon Lake this season, but both competitive games. Check that, they actually defeated Avon Lake. As we look at early in the season, we'll pick that score up. A 3-2 victory on December 12th. So those two teams split both by 3-2 scores this season. It should be a great one. Here comes another chance.
We got a penalty, coming
up. You're right. Olmsted Falls touches up, and it was Elyria Catholic's number 19, Luke Shebach, who was skating in. And
this trip to the Sim Bin brought to you by Raymond Felton State Farm. Call 234-284-2996 or visit rayfelton.com for a free quote on your auto, home, life, or renter's insurance. Raymond Felton State Farm Insurance, the best in the business.
Joey Eckenrode with a slashing penalty, heads to the box, bent over, the enormity of the situation setting in.
Yeah, you're already down 3 goals, and now you give a power play opportunity to a team that's just looking to bury it into the net. Doesn't necessarily bode well for the Bulldogs right now.
Final 5 minutes of this one. Elyria Catholic on the power play. They have 1 power play goal tonight. And here comes Charlie Grimes. He winds up and gains the zone with 1:32 left in the penalty time. Sends a shot down low. It was a centering pass to the slot. He was looking for Brendan Cleary. Up to the left point, Anastasiadis.
Oh.
Dumps it down low in the corner. Cleary back to Anastasiadis. Surveys. Cross ice pass into the circle. Back up to the right point. Back to Anastasiadis with a slap shot from the left point. It's deflected behind the net and sent back around to the near side corner where the power play continues. Grimes has it. Grimes skates into the corner, surveys, and waits with 4:11 to go on the game clock. Here comes a shot, and it's knocked down in front. That one was sent in by Nathan Kuhn, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like him.
So we haven't called Nathan's name out tonight. Check that, it's not Nathan Kuhn. I believe it's 9, which makes a bit more sense. Brady Basinger.
Yeah, Brady, okay.
Back to Cleary as Elyria Catholic tries to regain the zone. They do with 32 seconds left. Poke checked away and sent out, but Basinger will just dump it right back in. 3:35 to go in this one between Elyria Catholic and a date with Avon Lake. 3.5. Cleary with speed into the offensive zone. Doesn't set up the power play. A little bit impatient, and that was sent up and out with 9 seconds left to go on the Eckenrode penalty. But Olmsted Falls still trailing by 3. 3:22 left.
And as you mentioned, Tim, I think Elyria Catholic's just looking to see this 3:22 tick off as quickly as possible and go and put the hay in the barn and be done with it and move on to play for Avon Lake.
3-2 and 3-2. It should be a great one on Saturday if this score holds here between Elyria Catholic and Avon Lake. Make sure you make plans to get on down here to the Barn of All Barns on Saturday afternoon for Championship Saturday. 3 gate games coming up as we're back to even strength. If you can't make it, Sports on Tap is the place to be for all the great coverage. Here comes Olmsted Falls. 3 minutes to go here in this one. Shot and a glove save by Mr. Cool, Dominic Morris.
And outside of that one goal he gave up, which really, again, given the amount of traffic that was in front of him, he really can't hang it on there. I mean, obviously he's the goalie, he's responsible for it. But he's been very good for Elyria Catholic tonight.
That he has. Junior.
And that's got to feel good for B.J. Basinger coming back, knowing you got a good goaltender for another year. You got a younger team as well.
So back underway, down to 2:50 to go. Sent in. Bulldogs trying to swing it around the boards. They won't quit.
No, they will not.
And there's a chance, 2-on-2. Shot over the crossbar. Missed the target. Loose on the near side. And they can't keep it in. Grant Fisher had it. He has it taken away. Here comes Jaden Brown. Brown skates in, skates through 1, but not through 2. Fisher gets it back, sends it up, but not out. He battles him, sends it ahead. Butterfield Can't control. Panthers have it. They clear. Grimes evades one. Almost taken down. Loses the puck, but that's fine with them. They just want to take time off the clock. Under 2 minutes to go. Brody Basinger. Blocker save by the goaltender. Murphy. It's sent around to the near side. Jan Skura sends it down low. It's kicked aside before it got to the goal with 100 seconds left. Cross ice pass into the corner. Schultz sends it around the boards. It's sent deeper. Schultz gets it back. His centering pass goes all the way to the near side. Kasberg puts it in front, loose. It's there. Poke checked away to the far side boards. Anastasiadis sends it out. It goes by Basinger. He gets it back. He's onside. Centering pass looking for Cleary. Knocked away. Anastasiadis pokes his stick in there. Still loose in front. And taken away by the Bulldogs. Sent up but not out. Sent back in. Deflected to the near side boards.
1 minute here remaining in this game.
1 minute to go. You're right. Less than 1 minute. Loose in the neutral zone. Anastasiadis is on it. Sends it back. Sent up. Grimes loses it. Poked ahead. Here comes Martineau. Martineau looking to get it back, but the defense has been stellar all night, and it's sent ahead. The race is on. 2-on-1. Here comes a chance shot. Saved by Murphy. 28.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think it's all academic now, Tim, is that we see Elyria Catholic is on the verge of punching their ticket to Barron Cup 2 championship to take on Avon Lake. And of all things in the white division, chalk is definitely that. It's 1 versus 2.
That it is. They drop the puck down here. Final 25 seconds. Chipped ahead. Tap toward the goal, but it goes behind for the Bulldogs. Here comes a chance and a save by Morris. 15.7.
And again, a great season right now for Olmsted Falls. Take nothing away from them coming into this. Again, you just look at a team like Elyria Catholic, and they've been this good all year. And it's been something that we've seen now 3-4 times in just being the caliber of player they have on this team is something to talk about, much like Avon Lake. And this may have been a preconceived Barron Cup 2 championship way back when.
Timeout for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs as head coach Seth Volker wants to have one more talk with his team. We haven't talked about Seth Volker at all tonight. First year, he's previously an assistant coach with this Bulldogs team for 2 years, took over this year for former coach Carl Wagner, who retired after a 38-year coaching career. And despite the difficulties tonight, I'd say a successful first year, back to the Barron Cup semifinals, a top 4 seed, top 3 seed even in the white division is nothing to slouch at.
Nope.
And so congratulations to them. And as we have this opportunity, shout out to their seniors, Owen Butterfield, Charlie Labib, who we didn't see play tonight, Robbie Kirst, Dalton Stubbs, C.J. Malota, Charlie Martineau, and Will Eisenhart, likely playing their last game here in their home barn tonight. So shout out to them for a great effort. But with 15 seconds left tonight, the story of the night is the Elyria Catholic Panthers, who are going to have one more chance with an empty net. And a centering pass, and it goes wide, unable to get a final goal. And here comes a chance with 2 seconds left, but the clock is going to wind out, and a final save by Dominic Morris. The Elyria Catholic Panthers have booked their date with Avon Lake for a Barron Cup championship opportunity. They swarm their goaltender, junior Dominic Morris, and the Panthers are victorious tonight. The final score, Elyria Catholic 4 and Olmsted Falls 1.
Fantastic performance by Elyria Catholic. They really controlled this game from the outset, wire to wire. Again, take nothing away from Olmsted Falls. They fought valiantly, but again, I think when we look at the white division, the 2 teams that are playing for the Barron Cup 2 championship were probably the 2 teams that everyone expected once this bracket was released. Elyria Catholic and Avon Lake are really the top 2 teams in this division, and I'm looking forward to a fantastic game on Saturday between these 2 teams.
Absolutely. So we've got to come up with a player of the game, and it's really kind of a team effort. You got 4 different players who scored goals. The first goal of the night was scored by Jaden Brown, who set the tone just 46 seconds in. Then Jojo Janskura got a goal. The Basinger brothers both came through. The first one by Brady, his 4th of the tournament, and then his brother Zachary picked up the final goal of the contest. Dominic Morris stood tall in goal. What do you think?
You know what? I'm going to give it a little goalie love here. I'm going to say Dominic Morris again because he was the anchor for that team. He allowed, really only just the one goal, but really it was a rebound goal. Really couldn't do anything about it. But he was the stalwart back there between the pipes.
I agree with you. I think that Cool in the crease the entire night. Nothing fazed him.
Right.
And that's the exact kind of thing you want to see at the back end if you're a head coach, is a goaltender who is just ready and playing solid, stout hockey in tournament play. And so I agree with you. Congratulations to Dominic Morris.
Well, I want to say thank you to Tim Nichols for stepping in, pinch hitting for our one and only Ed Dick. Thank you so much for giving us the dulcet tones that is Tim Nichols. I also want to thank our crew, executive producer Robert Troutman, consulting producer and associate producer Joshua Martin Jeffrey, and our director of center ice cam Jeff Troutman, who does a great job following the puck all night. We can't thank these guys enough that we don't do this alone. It's all them. Also want to thank our sponsors, Brunswick Auto Mart, Mako Custom Printing, Raymond Felton State Farm, RRT Productions, and Troutland Entertainment. Without you, we cannot do this. We will be back tomorrow for what we call the red night of semifinals. It will be Amherst Steel versus Hudson, and then a big one coming at 7 o'clock, Rocky River versus Mentor. We covered Rocky River versus Mentor a couple weeks ago, and it was a great game, and we're looking forward to another great game. And all of these games that we've live streamed are going to be live and available on our YouTube page at SOT Podcast. Please make sure you're following us. Click the like button and the subscribe button and the notifications bell.
And just a reminder that we start an hour earlier tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
5 o'clock, not 6. So set your watch, set your iPhone to 5 p.m. for Sports on Tap tomorrow night for that first of 2 Red Division games, 5 and 7 o'clock on Friday, and then Championship Saturday, just 2 days away.
Yes, it's been a great week so far. We're going to end it with a great night of hockey tomorrow night, as well as a great day of hockey on Saturday. For Tim Nichols, Rob Troutman, Josh Jeffy, Jeff Troutman, Ed Dick, who's out on assignment, Noah Jacobs, Dr. Hoop out there covering the hardwood for us. My name is Sean Duffy. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on the other side.
Sports on Tabs Hockey Night in Northeast Ohio is brought to you by Brunswick Auto Mart. You can visit them online at www.brunswickautomart.com or go visit them at 3031 Center Road in Brunswick.
There's nothing like a brand new car from Brunswick Auto Mart during the Start Something New sales event. Lease a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with heated side mirrors, parking sensors, backup cam, and industry-leading 10-year 100,000-mile warranty for just $359 a month. Brunswick Auto Mart, car buying made truly simple.
Raymond Felton State Farm is here to defend you from life's unexpected hits with coverage that fits your game plan. Get a free quote today at www.rayfelton.com or call 234-284-2996. Raymond Felton State Farm will help build the game plan that fits your needs.
Whether you're hosting a corporate event, wedding, conference, concert, or any other special gathering, our comprehensive range of services will exceed your expectations and elevate your event to new heights. RRT Productions. We shoot, we edit, you win. Visit our website at www.rrt-productions.com.
We've got the experience, the passion, and the beach to make your event a smash hit. Whether it's a romantic wedding, a lively sports venue, or a rocking high school dance, Troutland Entertainment has you covered. Contact them at 330-414-4261 or email them at troutlandent@gmail.com. That's troutlandent@gmail.com. Elevate your brand with Mako Custom Printing. Mako Custom Printing specializes in creating high-quality spiritware, corporate apparel, and promotional products that make your brand stand out. Whether you need custom printing, graphic design, or an online store for your school or business, we've got you covered. Make a statement with Mako Custom Printing. Visit us at mako.com to start your custom printing journey today. That's MEHCO.com.